Couple more little small items I got. Was my Z seat. I'm glad I brought this. It's great to sit on, especially wet picnic benches, wet logs. I also use it as a doormat for my tent, so I'll put it right there just in case in the middle of the morning or night. I just feel like stepping out onto this, standing up, and then putting on my Crocs, which are, well, one's on my feet, one's in my hand right now. These are nice to have. Nice and lightweight, good for water crossings and to air out your feet. Not only is it a doormat, an elbow pad when you're leaning out of your tent, I use it to fan fires, and wow, this thing gets my bonfires going quite well. And I'm actually, I guess, making a name for myself for all the fires I make. Not like an arsonist or anything, but campfires, small things like that. Let me see, another small thing. I got this microfiber towel, folds up into its own little pocket. It's only about yay big. Multi-purpose again. One, you can dry off yourself whenever you're at a hostel that doesn't have towels, which can and will happen to you when you're out there. But two, like I was explaining with the tent, if you're putting it up and it's raining, I just throw that inside the tent first. Therefore, even before I put my sleeping pad and stuff in there, after I got the fly on, I can just wipe down all the water that has accumulated while setting up the tent. Let's see, I also have my little Deuce of Spades trowel right there. I've been digging some good cat holes and filling them quite well. Some TP and some tissues. I, for some reason, have a crap load of snot, or a snot load of snot, yeah. So I need to blow my nose all the time, and you can do the snot rocket thing all the time, just but sometimes, especially as guys, we have this stuff called facial hair, and we'll be hiking around and say hi to somebody, and they're like, "Oh dear, you have something in your facial hair," and you're like, "Oh god." So you can either use a tissue or a bandana, but if you're using a bandana, you got to remember which end you use to do your nose, because I got this multi-purpose one. I just keep that one clipped on my side right here, so I tend to just use the top portion for my nose and the rest of it for wiping all the sweat off my face and going, "Oh, it's so hot and humid out here." So I also just stuck a D-ring right through there. Other little things, let's see, even though my bag I said was 99% waterproof, I went ahead and got myself a trash compactor bag, not a contractor bag. And I shove my clothes, my electronics, anything I don't want getting wet into this bag, and then I close it down. And that covers my little stuff. Questions, concerns, put them down there and I'll be right back to you. That covered everything but the rest of my clothing. My clothing, I already went over the Nano Puff earlier. I love it. It's extremely compact. It's even got a nice little zipper on the inside to where if you want to put something in there. So I got that. I got this red shirt I got off of Amazon. It was some no-name, moisture-wicking $7 shirt. No branding at all. And it dries out real quick, which is fantastic. I had to switch out my pants. The original ones I had, I think they're the cool Renegade convertible ones where you can zip off the bottoms. These, however, I had to order. They're another pair of Cools. And they don't have the convertible option on them. But they do have something really cool. Along the edges, you see this little line right through there, coming around through here, and even around the back side of your waistband. And I'm not going to show it, but all the way up the leg from the knee through the crotch region and back down to the other knee, there's a nice little stretchy kind of mesh where air can kind of get through. So it kind of makes up for not having the convertible portion, because I really like having dual purposes for every item that I carry. So since I don't have shorts, well, pants shorts, I mainly am wearing my North Face running shorts right here. They got two pockets, and inside one pocket's got a little zipper on one side. They dry out quick. I left the liner in there just in case I didn't want to wear underwear that day. That and anything to keep those little ticks out. So that is my shorts and pants and t-shirt. I have one pair of Under Armour compression shorts that I'm wearing right now. The only problem with those is they don't have the little oh, what's it called? That little emergency escape hatch on the front for whenever you got to take care of business. So I got a pair of town ones or sleeping ones if I'm soaking wet. So a total of 2, but I'm wearing 1. I've got 2 pairs of darn tough wool socks. I wear 1. I sleep in the other. I've got 1 set of Injinji toe sock liners, which I wear inside my darn toughs. And so far, no blisters, no hot spots. The only issues I had were with my shoes, and I'll go over that later. When I was in Gatlinburg, I stopped by the Knock, and I managed to pick up this Patagonia Capilene long sleeve shirt because I was stupid and packed 2 short sleeve shirts and no long sleeve ones for a base layer. So due to weather now, this is now my sleep shirt, or it's just sitting in my bag depending on the weather and the temperature that night. Alrighty, I've got my old ball cap that is slowly falling apart. You'll see me in some videos wearing it. I sent home my waterproof gloves from Sirius. Those were not waterproof. Those were just plain crap. However, I did have my other set of Sirius gloves. I know I just made fun of them before, but these are not advertised as waterproof. These are very nice, tight, only wrist level gloves. They're Kevlar lined, and they're great for grabbing trees and rocks whenever you have to start scrambling and picking up firewood and you don't want ash and spiders and ticks all over your hands while you're doing that. So I got those, not waterproof, so I don't wear them in the rain. What am I missing here? Oh yeah, I started off with compression sleeves for my knees because I thought that would help with my knee issues, but I was starting to have these little stabbing pains right over here on the sides of my knee, and it got to the point to where I was hobbling, and I might have covered a mile in the course of an hour and a half. I really thought I was done with the trail, using my trekking poles as crutches. I couldn't bend my knee, and I did some research when I finally got a signal, and found out it was some IT band issues. There's some tendons or something on the side of your knees that tend to start moving all around while you're doing all this crazy stuff like, hiking across the country. But I just simply slap these around the bottom of my knees or the top, depending on wherever your issues are, if you tend to have that stabbing pain. But for me, it works. I got 1 on each knee. I picked them up at Walmart for about $11 each. So those are those. Yeah. Questions or comments? Put them down below and I'll get back to you. Okay, I think this is the last item I get to cover on all my gear that I'm currently carrying with me, other than my iPhone 10 and the Joby Gorilla Pod with the little Bluetooth clicker so I can activate it without having to go, ooh, you know what I'm talking about. All right, my shoes. All right, so far I've gone through 3 sets of shoes, all Ultra. My first set of Ultras were the 3.5 Lone Peaks. They were great with one exception. The very front of the shoe has that little piece of plastic plastic or rubber that comes up over the front. On day 18, that started to fail and peel forward on me. And I was like, oh, great. So this is where the Gorilla Glue came into play. I squirted it all on there, and I saved it from completely coming apart. And if you look at all the Ultras, I'm going to say 95% of them, that is a flaw. The adhesive fails too quickly. And yeah, the shoes lasted a long time, comfortable as can be. And I had a friend tell me, contact the manufacturer, and I did. They sent me an email going, hey, fill out this form, take some pictures of the shoes. They emailed me back a day later saying, we can't replace your shoes because, well, we're not going to make those anymore. However, we'll send you the next best model, the Lone Peak 4s, V-Flex, high tops. They did not tell me they were high tops when they sold them or sent them to me. And I'm not used to having stuff rubbing my ankles. So within 100, no, not even 100 miles, I'm going to say 50 or 60 miles, I had to perform surgery on the inside. I had to cut out all that stuff. It was just rubbing and making my ankles on the outside so painful. I did this to both shoes. And yeah, it's been taking a lot of modification to get these to feel comfortable because they come with a very thin insole. I mean, look at that thing. Yeah, it's terrible. And what I did with the other two Lone Peak 3.5s was I put in my green super feet, and they were perfect, but I had to take those out first. So I did that with the trail edition of super feet into the Lone Peak 4s. Actually, move that out of the way. And yeah, it was too thin. There wasn't enough cushioning. So I was like, all right, fine. I'm going to put this one on top of that one into the chute. 50, 60 more miles. I am still feeling rocks, even though it says it has rock guard. I don't know what it's guarding rocks from, but I was feeling them. So the day I had to go into Smithburg, Maryland, I stopped by Dollar General, picked up some $5 no-name brand gel things. So I got the original, I put the gel one on there, and then I put the Super Feet Trail Edition on there. So those are all inside my Lone Peak 4s now, and now they are comfortable enough to hike in. However, my next set of shoes, I'm going to see if I can find some Lone Peak 3.5s again and just go with those with the Super Feet Trail Edition insoles. Tread seems to last anywhere between 300 to 500 miles. My first set lasted me 650 miles. There was nothing left of them. My second set lasted just under 400 miles to where I started feeling no more cushioning. These I've got roughly 175 miles on them, and they're feeling great with my modifications. Yeah, hopefully I only have to go through one more set of shoes. I think these will last a little bit longer. And that covers all my gear. Questions? Put them down there. Comments? Put them down there too. And don't forget to subscribe. Hit the little bell for updates. And enjoy the journey with me as I go northbound. Happy hiking.